Ripple XRP update. The buyback plan. The Rothschild family is involved with Ripple. Have you ever heard of the Rothschild family? I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't. It's one of the most influential old money families with so much power that it's almost impossible to really quantify their wealth. In fact, the Rothschild family is actually known for single-handedly introducing the banking system to the world. Yes, that's right. So you can imagine their influence. In simple terms, they are so rich that they never make it to the Forbes list. Or they are so rich that they can afford to stay under the radar and never reveal themselves to the world. Now take a moment and imagine that this family might be interested in Ripple. More specifically, they might have even invested in the company and could be the ones controlling the price. Today's video will drive you insane because there's so much to XRP and Ripple than what meets the eye. That's why I'm forever bullish on this crypto. And that's why I believe that sooner or later Ripple will win the court case. It's all just a matter of time before that happens. As always, welcome to Moneyside, your favorite crypto channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get updates when we drop new videos. Don't forget to smash that like button and comment in the section below.
Number 2. The family are rumored to have financed the Napoleonic Wars. Demonstrating that they can control everything but the weather, the Rothschilds have apparently bankrolled numerous wars and conflicts to try and influence the result. They would loan money to the governments to help them fight the war, and then profit when they were repaid. Relying on the inevitable economic collapse that generally follows a lost war, they even profited from the defeat of countries. Number 3. They have far more money than they're willing to reveal. Supposedly, the Rothschild family have a net worth of $250 billion when their various assets and companies are taken into account. With so many members and so many vast fortunes, though, skeptics believe they could be worth well over $1 trillion. The most prominent members of the family, who are assumed to have significant individual wealth, are regularly absent from Forbes' list of richest people in the world.
The Rothschild has been influencing the world since the days of Napoleon. And just to ask a blunt question, do you think this family stopped influencing governments and people in power? From where I stand, I don't think so. The Rothschild family could very well be responsible for so many political issues, including financial collapses and recessions, to profit from. I mean, they already have the wealth to influence anything in the world except the weather.
We built 44 great houses. It was a very important family in the 19th century. They were hugely successful bankers and world-renowned for that. So it seems to me important that one of those houses remains in all its glory, with its collections intact, and two, that it's open to the public, who should see part of the history of our family and part of the history of this country now.
The Rothschild family is quite significant. They have a considerable footprint in the banking system and other parts. At one point, the Rothschild family was believed to have control over half of the world's money. They also controlled the prices of gold for the longest time, and later moved their investment from it. But you can imagine how much wealth they amassed just by being in the gold trade, and how much money they must have had to control the prices of gold at the time.
Rothschild have always been able to keep a very low profile, right?
I wouldn't say that their profile, but no, I don't think so. After all, if you build 44 houses and are very successful, very active collectors, very active in all walks of life, I wouldn't say they kept a particularly low profile. I think nowadays it's lower, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. I think because we don't need it. We don't feel like it. I don't think there's any kind of thought-out reason for it. But why should we be in the public domain? Here we publicise Waddesdon because we want people to come and see the place. So whether it's through exhibitions, whether it's through literature, whether it's over the internet, we do try and retain and increase a public.
This family has intentionally stayed outside the limelight because there's completely no reason to be in the public eye. For a powerful house like the Rothschild, I believe there's a motive for staying outside the limelight. Maybe they don't want the public to get wind of what they are up to and can comfortably manipulate the financial market from closed doors. I mean, with such influence, there's nothing you can't do in the financial market, putting them at the top of the food chain. Now the next phase of the financial world is the crypto space. What if they've been in the crypto sphere all along and we just found out about it? So exactly how is the Rothschild family involved with Ripple? All this starts with SBI Holdings Group, a financial services company. SBI Group is based in Tokyo, Japan, and all the businesses and companies involved with SBI Group are collectively managed under the moniker SBI Holdings. Let me take you back a little bit. Back in 2016, SBI Group entered a multinational partnership agreement with Ripple in an effort to meet the growing demand for Ripple solutions across Asia. They created SBI Ripple Asia, a new company to build an emerging and sales force across Korea, Japan, China, Taiwan, and all Asian countries. They set out to sell and install Ripple's enterprise solutions for cross-border payments at banks across the region. Since the formation of the partnership between Ripple and SBI Group, they have continued to incorporate more financial settlement solutions. SBI's commitment to Ripple. SBI Holdings reports that Ripple has completed its investment in SBI's MoneyTap and is now the largest external shareholder with 33%. Already, 38 Japanese institutions in Ripple have invested in MoneyTap, which enables money transfers between individuals in Japan instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. SBI Group is one of Ripple's largest external partners. Now, since the Rothschild family pulled out of trading gold, the primary commodity in which their banking structure was formed, one might wonder what the family might be looking to. Of course, they need to get the bulk of their reserve funds into something. And at the time, there's no better investment option than digital assets class, especially cryptocurrencies. In fact, there's been a rumor that in 2018, the massive bullish trend that went on for over 3 years was as a result of prominent families like the Rothschild heavily buying into asset class. That is the reason why a massive sell-off had to be staged for these families to buy into the asset class, buying out the coins from unsuspecting holders. And as you all know, while some of these influential entities are buying into crypto, they are not holding just any other assets. They are keen to get their hands on some of the most innovative crypto assets. Ripple and XRP aren't that far off from the radar. I have something pretty interesting that I'd like to share with all of you from Bull Deep. He shares, the Rothschild family has some of its holdings in SBI, which also invested in Ripple and XRP. Looking into the document that Bull Deep shared, we see the annual report and audited financial report statements of Edmund D. Rothschild Fund. The document was published in March 2018, and through Rothschild subsidiary company SBI Group, they have tripled their investments in the digital assets space in just a year. Jumping to page 29, we can see that among the new issues, companies owned by Rothschild making notable contributions to performance. They list the Japanese financial services company SBI Holdings, who launched a dual tranche in August 2017 worth 40 billion Japanese yen. They have a 3-year and 5-year CB to refinance existing CB, fund buyback, and to finance new investment opportunities. Further in that document, we can see that SBI owns an 8.7% stake in Ripple's XRP. We've all seen how much the Rothschild has done in just 2 centuries. What do you think will happen if Rothschild Group and this powerful family leases out its network of owned and controlled banks to Ripple? I think Ripple and XRP will be unstoppable. As always, trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind, we are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications to get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll see you in the next video.